guys, Other Nightmare here, and today is a video I wanted to make for quite a while now. Now, this is something that I'm very happy to see a lot of retro games making a nice return in HD. Like, for example, because as you all know that the Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy went so well last year that it's actually the same gameplay, it's just a remastered, well, remake from the ground up. Just that with better graphics, and then the gameplay is a little bit better now. There's been some flaws about it, people saying that Crash is so heavy that he doesn't jump high anymore. But that's another video to say. But anyway, the real thing I really want to talk about is I like to show you all my remastered collection. Now, I love remastered retro games because you're probably wondering there's nothing different about it. It's just that it's retro games from the PS2 or the GameCube or from the Xbox. Just that in HD and better quality, which is true. But that's what I like about that. Is if it's some certain game that you have not played like before, this be actually something that you should buy. It is a must buy. So that's why I want to show you all my collection. So the first one I want to start off with is this one. Now you probably remember like a few years back I did an unboxing video for this one. Sorry, I feel like I almost had to burp right there. But anyways, it is the Biohazard HD Remastered. Now, this is actually a remake from the GameCube, but it got ported to the first ported to PS3 and Xbox 360, and after that, a year later, it got ported to the PS4 and Xbox One. This with better more. Well, it's not really the same. This is not the same. It's just that. Hold on, let me fix that line for a minute. I talked too fast. But nothing new, it's just that it's just in HD. It's the same as the PS3, just got ported. That's only it, nothing different. But I'm very happy that Capcom decided to bring this game to the PS3, and it sold so well that fans were like, oh my god, this is actually one of the best Resident Evil games ever made. And I agree, it is one of the best ones. The GameCube one was sold so well in the GameCube, and it's so fantastic on the PS3 and Xbox 360. So for those retro games who like to collect the retro games or remastered games, this is a high recommend. If you have not played the remake of the original one from the PS1, this is a recommend. So highly recommend. Alright, the next one I wanted to show off is the Metal Gear Solid series. Now, this is actually a Japanese version. Let me bring it closer so you can see it's in. Well, it's not really in Japanese, but actually, if I take the game out, yeah, here we go. There, like if I show you the back of this, it's all written in Japanese. So this shows proof that this is a Japanese version. I ordered this. I also did a unboxing video for this too, actually. But this is actually supposed to be a complete collection of the whole Metal Gear Solid series in one pack. Well, actually, two packs to be honest. As you can see, there's two discs here. One is for the Legacy. Well, there's two Legacy discs. The one it has to be for hold on, let me take this out. For Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 and Peace Walker in this disc, and this one includes Metal Gear Solid 4. And I also believe it comes with the first one as well. But unfortunately, the only thing that's kind of disappointed about it coming with when the PS1 version is it's only downloadable. Like it's not on this. But I'm not 100% sure yet, because I didn't get the chance to try it yet when I first got this. So I'll try to look deep into this. If it is on this, that's fantastic. But if it's downloadable, that sucks. So yeah. So. This is actually another game that's a high recommend for those who like collecting retro games. This is actually another high recommend. So yeah, if you have not played Metal Gear Solid, you don't know what you just missed right here. Because this is actually one of the best stealth games ever made out there. All thanks to Hideo Kojima. Because a lot of you already know so far that Hideo Kojima left Konami right after Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain was first released. I don't know, there was something happened between the relationship between Kojima and the company. So that's why they separated, and the Hideo Kojima is coming out with his next game called Death Stranding, if I said that correctly. It looks fantastic so far. I mean, I'm looking forward for his work because I am a big fan of Hideo Kojima's work, and this was his masterpiece. It's just a shame to see the Metal Gear Solid series ended, but you know what? It is what it is. But Metal Gear Solid Survival, I've not played that, but I don't like the sound of it, to be honest with you. So, yeah, highly recommend. Alright, here is the next game that is actually really good to collect, and it is the Killer Instinct Definitive Edition. Now, what's actually why I consider this a retro? Now, you probably want to know that's a modern game, but correct. But this game actually includes the original arcade of 1 and 2 in this disc. So, this is actually one of the best things to collect for as a retro collector. If you love arcade games such as me, because I actually do love arcade games, I'm actually glad to see them getting ported, but they're actually keeping these arcade games into their original roots. Like, they don't change it how they do in consoles, because when they get ported to consoles, they kind of do a little change here and there, but it's still the same, but not like fully physics. Like Killer Instinct 2 got ported to the Nintendo 64, but unfortunately in a different way. Like, I could tell that the animations were a little bit different. Like in the arcade one, the animations are moving, but in the Nintendo 64, they just hold still. Like, they don't move at all. So yeah, so this is actually another game that I highly recommend. If you love arcade games, this game actually includes the arcade. So another recommend for those who like collecting retro games, especially remastered versions. This is another recommend. Alright, the next thing I'd like to show up is this is the Halo Master Chief Collection. Now you probably want, you're gonna say that's another modern game, correct? But however, what's actually unique about this actually includes Halo 1 and 2 in this bundle, including 3 and 4. Now, the reason I consider this as a retro game, because obviously, think about it. Halo 1 and 2 are retro games. They're old, but they include it in the game just that in better graphics. But however, when I first played this game, now I did this by accident. I pressed a random button on the controller, and all of a sudden, it changed the graphics to its modern look, to its classic look. I was like, what? When I first got this game, I immediately played Halo 2, because Halo 2 is actually one of the best ones out of the Halo series, and it's still a best one even to this day. So of course, people have different opinions. They say, oh no, Halo Reach is better. No, Halo 3 is better. But to me, Halo 2 is actually one of the best ones. So this is another recommend for all you guys out there that like collecting retro games, especially like ones that are being remastered or remake. This is another recommend. So this is another recommend for all Halo fans out there, especially the ones that like the retro ones. Now the next thing I want to show off is the God of War Origin Collection. Now this is actually a remaster of God of War Chain of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. Now these games were first released on PSP, then they got ported to PS3, which is actually pretty good. Because I actually love to see Sony do more of that, or other companies do more of that as well. Release anything that was like on PSP, release it to the PS consoles, at least. Because so being on HD, because it's actually good to play some games that are like from the handheld generations, but into HD TVs. So yeah, so as I said right here, it said a remaster in high definition. So if you guys love PSP games, especially God of War, this is another recommend. So yeah, it's actually good to see that Sony actually decided to bring this to HD TV to be precise. So yeah, this is actually a good recommend for especially those who love the PSP, and I love the PSP, without a doubt. I'm actually thinking about rebuying it again, because there is an attachment for it that will allow you to play your PSP games on your big screen with components. So that's actually good. But then again, I don't really need to do that, because I know we got the PlayStation TV. I know got that, but it's not easy to find no more, because when that first came out, that sold pretty well actually. I was surprised actually, because fans can actually play their Vita games and plus PSP games on the HD TV. As long as you have that, you're good. Alright, the next thing I want to show off is, for a lot of you that know me very well, that if there's one first person shooter game out there I love, it is definitely Doom. Now this is another high recommend, especially for those who love the original Doom. you're gonna love this. This game actually includes Doom 3, as it says right here, plus its expansion pack, plus a new mode as well. As a bonus to this, they actually added Doom 1 and 2 in this bundle. When I first got this, it said options that you want to play as Doom 1 or Doom 2 or Doom 3. I was like, I almost had a heart attack right there because I actually had like almost the whole Doom series, but not quite because we're missing Final Doom actually, but Final Doom was something different. But anyways, this is actually good. Now as I play this, I've been playing this a lot back, the last time I played this game, I think it was like back in February, I think. That was the last time I played this game. But anyways, the only thing is now the graphics is much better now because I actually saw like a comparison video between the original Xbox version and the remastered version. The graphics have been a little bit updated now, and the controls are more smoother now, and all the PS3 fans were very happy to play this game in high definition. That this game was only exclusive for the Xbox back when it first launched, because the Xbox was such a powerful console. It can handle more than the PS2, so that's why it was only exclusive to the Xbox. But now since the PS3 can handle it now, that's why it got remastered for this. So this is actually another high recommend for those who love the Doom series such as me, because I love the Doom so much. It's actually one of my favorite first-person shooter games of all time. So yeah, this is actually a recommend. Next game is this one is actually from my childhood, and it's still part of my childhood even to this day. The Tomb Raider Trilogy. Now, what got me into this series in the first place is back when I was young, when I had the PS1, the first Tomb Raider game I ever played was Tomb Raider 2. That was my first Tomb Raider game I ever played. And I gotta say, Lara Croft is such a beautiful woman, and I'm not gonna lie to all you, when I was a kid, I actually had a crush on Lara Croft. I still think she's one of the most beautiful female characters in video game history. And each time with new better graphics, getting better and better, Lara Croft grows beautiful and beautiful. I actually saw like a video on YouTube that shows like, the different design of Lara Croft, past generation to generation. And like I said, Lara Croft grows beautiful and beautiful each year. Now, this trilogy actually includes Tomb Raider Legend, was supposed to be like oh wow, I kind of forgot now because it's been quite some time since I last played this games. But and there's also includes Tomb Raider Legend. This also includes Tomb Raider Anniversary. This is the Anniversary is supposed to be a remake of the first Tomb Raider game that was released back in the PS1. So this is in better graphics, but better controls too. Like, controls not stiff as it was. Plus, they fixed the savings too, because I'm not sure a lot of you played the first Tomb Raider game, but the one tiny thing about it that kind of bothered me about it is how to save it. Because you need to find these diamond things that float around. That is actually like a checkpoint, but it's also a save point where you can save your game. And I didn't really like that, because normally in video games, you should have the option, like you go to pause menu and save your progress with wherever you are at. That'd be fine, but here's the thing, if you didn't get to the diamond in the Tomb Raider, if you died and you didn't get that far, you have to go back all the way from the last save point and start over and work your way back again. So I'm very glad they fixed that in this version. So actually, I didn't get the chance to beat this game actually. It's been quite some time. But yeah, that also includes that. And actually, this is actually one of my favorite from the PS2 version of the Tomb Raider series. And that is the Underworld. The Underworld is actually a fantastic game, fantastic graphics, and it has a very sad story. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to spoil it for those who did not play it. But if you love the Tomb Raider series, this is a recommend. You have like almost the whole trilogy of the PS2 version of the Tomb Raider series. So this is a recommend for all those. And as usual, Legend Anniversary, all in remastered HD. It also has exclusive bonus content. So here's what's good thing about remastered games, and a lot of you don't know about that. Some of you may do, most of you probably don't. But when games get remastered, they have to add something new to it, like maybe a cut cutscene or deleted scene that's probably never made into the final version. So that's why, for example, like God of War, the remastered version actually came with exclusive content that sort of like scrap ideas and scrap characters I've never made into the final version. So I'm very glad they did the same thing with Tomb Raider. So that's why it says exclusive bonus content. And I don't think this game ever made it to the Xbox 360 because it said only on PlayStation. So yeah, if you're a fan of Tomb Raider, this is a recommend. Alright, next thing I have to show off is Silent Hill HD Collection. Now, here's what's good about it, and here's something that's disappointed about it. But let me get to the disappointed one out of the way. It did not include Silent Hill 4. I'm wondering why. Either because Silent Hill 4 was probably not the most popular one. I never played it, so I can't say for sure. But this actually includes Silent Hill 2 and 3. Now it says here includes compatible exclusive Silent Hill 1 and 2. Oh, this is telling me what it comes with. That's not new. But yeah, this is actually a good. I was like so excited to see this game because I played Silent Hill 1 and I loved it. And when I first heard that this game was getting remastered, I was hyped for it. I was waiting month by month for this game to come out. I beat 2. I didn't get around 3 yet. I think I got lost in 3. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was supposed to find because I kept running around, thinking, wait, what am I looking for? You know, so I need to get back to playing this game. So yeah, this is actually another recommend. And it's such a shame too, actually, because a lot of you remember a while back, there was a teaser playable, which was supposed to be like Silent Hill, but in first-person view. That game was actually being made by Hideo Kojima, but sadly that game got canceled. Now, but what my friend told me, he said the reason that game got canceled because one player had a heart attack from that game, and he got so scared that he died from a heart attack, and that's why the demo was taken down. Now, I'm not sure if I heard this correctly, but I did hear just a little bit of a rumor saying that the game is probably gonna come back to revive that canceled game. So we might have some hope seeing that game in the future. So yeah, so if you all love Silent Hill, this is actually recommend if you love 2 and 3. It's just a shame too, it would have came with 4, it could have made the game look better, or the first one, but that's Hideo Kojima's, Konami's decision on that. But yeah, so if you love Silent Hill, this is actually a recommend if you want the remastered. If you already own the original ones, okay, that's fine. I'm not judging you to get this to have an HD, but it's actually good to play something in good high quality. Think about it. Actually, hold on. So let me drink my coffee real quick because my throat's dry right here. Sorry, guys. When I talk too much, my throat gets dry. Okay. Now that's much better. Now I can talk better. All right. Next collection. Devil May Cry, the HD Collection. This is the Japanese version. I think I have the English version somewhere. I don't know if I gave that to my friend. I don't remember because I just got the Japanese version for no reason. But anyways, yeah. So this is actually cool. It's Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 2, and Devil May Cry Special Edition. Well, 3 actually, Special Edition. Now this is actually pretty good to have, okay, especially if you love the Devil May Cry series like me. This is actually good. And I never played Devil May Cry games before. But the one I played was 4, because I was walking around GameStop once. This is like back when I was in high school. I was looking through like random PS3 games, and I come across Devil May Cry 4. I said, okay, this game looks very interesting. So I decided to go for the heck of it, pick it up, and played it, and I loved it. I didn't know much about Devil May Cry until I started doing a little research on it. And when I first got the remastered Trilogy, it was like a great thing I ever played. I mean, it was like playing a guy as a demon. That's actually a good combination right there. I mean, Dante is such a badass character, and this is actually a nice high recommended. Now, however, this game did get ported to the PS4, but I'm not really recommending that for everybody. Cause it's just the same thing for the PS3. It's just that it got ported to the PS4. But if you still didn't get the PS3 version, okay, yeah, then get the PS4 version. Because if you have not played the series, it is a recommend. Like I said, nothing different. It's just the same thing. It's just an HD, but it got ported. So that's something that was kind of bummer. Because Because if they really wanted to port it to the PS4, at least make the graphics better. Because you know what, cause I feel like that's pretty much a waste of time to do that. Because fans could go to the store or Amazon, pick this up, and then they can play it on the PS3 and Xbox 360. So what's the point of porting it? So yeah, so this is actually another recommend if you love Devil May Cry. Very recommend. Alright, next collection is... And believe it or not, I always wanted to play this game when I was a kid. When I first saw it in a Game Informer magazine and commercials. And that is the Sly Scooper Collection. Now, I'm on the first one right now. I didn't get the chance to play 2 or 3 yet. But I always wanted to play this game when I was a kid. I just never got around it. Plus, I've always been busy, and plus being lazy. But now I finally got it. Now I can finally experience something I had not experienced before. And also compatible with the PlayStation Move as well, as you can see right here. Now, this game, like I said before, I always wanted to play this game when I was a kid. When I first saw it on a commercial. It looked pretty good. I like the cartoony look. And this game was developed by Sucker Punch. But now it's being developed by, let's see, Samsung Game. I can't really pronounce the name. But anyways, they're the new developers for the Sly Scooper series now. And it's pretty sad too to see that Sucker Punch decided to go a different way. But actually, no fact, now I come to think about it, they're actually doing the same thing that Naughty Dog did with Crash Bandicoot. They start off with a cartoon mascot, then they work their way up with realistic characters. Like Jak and Daxter was a little bit close to being realistic, but it's not that cartoony look to it. But right after Naughty Dog was finished with the Jak and Daxter series, then after that they started working on the Uncharted series, and now they're working on The Last of Us. Now for Sucker Punch, Sly Scooper 3 was the last one to be developed by them, and after that they worked on the Infamous series, and after that now they're on the next series called Ghost of Tishu. I forgot what it's called. I can't really pronounce it, but all I can remember is the first one says Ghost of something. So that's Sucker Punch's new upcoming game. It was announced at E3, so we might see something good from that game actually, hopefully when it comes out. But yeah, for those who did not play Sly Scooper, like me, this is actually a recommend. It's only released on PS3, and also got ported. Oh, that's actually I forgot to mention. This game also got ported to the Vita as well, so you can take it on the go. Because Sony was like they were trying so hard to get the Vita to be more supported, but it failed miserably. Because unfortunately, guys, a lot of you know this already, that the reason the Vita failed is because it did not have its own games. That's why it failed, to me. I love the Vita, I have it, but I haven't been playing it. Because there's not really much games out there that being supported. But however, even though Sony stopped supporting it, but there are third-party developers out there that are supporting it. So just to help keep the Vita up. But now it looks like it's slowly dying down now, because I'm hardly seeing anything coming out for it now. So yeah, so if you haven't played Sly Scooper, this is actually a recommend. I don't recommend the handheld one, because it's the same thing, it's just you just take it on the go. But if you like taking things on the go, okay, that's on you. But the PS3 version is the actually high recommend, because you have the whole trilogy in one disc. So yeah, this is actually a recommend. Now the next collection is, this was actually pretty close to me, close to my heart from my childhood. And that is, like I mentioned before, the Jak and Daxter series, HD Collection. Now, I remember loving the first one when I was a kid. Actually, about 3 months ago, I was actually playing this 3 months ago, and in April I beat Jak 2. Actually, Jak 2. It's just I still need to collect some more orbs actually still. So yeah, this actually comes with the whole Jak series, all the games that were developed by Naughty Dog. But the only thing that was kind of disappointing about this, it did not include Jak X for unknown reason. I mean, how would you not add that to this collection? Because it's even though it's just a racing game, but it's still part of the Jak and Daxter series. But I can always get that game on PlayStation 4 network, so since it's actually on there, so yeah. But yeah, for those who did not play this, but some of you probably did, but if you want to play it again, but in HD, this is actually a recommend for all retro games out there. But if you still like to collect the original PS2 discs, okay, that's fine. I mean, that's up to you if you want to. But to me, I like collectors. Now, the only thing that kind of disappointed me, Because I remember back when I got the PS2 version of Jak and Daxter, it actually came with a map. And unfortunately for this, no map, just a manual. What a disappointment. But I could probably buy the map online, or just buy the original PS2 version that has with it. So yeah. So yeah, this is actually another recommend for retro games out there that really love the series. This is actually a high recommend. Now, I decided to go for the heck of it and add this, because since the PS3 and Xbox 360 already became retro games now, so I decided to add this to the collection. So, well, add this to the video. So, and that is the Uncharted Collection. This is actually a good collection to have because it actually includes the first one, which is Drake Fountain, Among Thieves, and Drake's the Redemption, something like that. And you know, as you see, it has like the original art box behind it, show that it comes with the whole trilogy. And I gotta say, the Uncharted series, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was when I first played it. I mean, Naughty Dog did a really good job on this to start a whole new series, because I gotta say, they haven't lost their taste on adventures. Because remember, when Crash Bandicoot came out, that game was a platform, but it was also about an adventure, him going through like jungles, ruins, mines. Uncharted, the same thing, and same thing with Jak and Daxter. Even though Jak and Daxter was a little bit different, but it was still all about adventure. So this is actually supposed to be Naughty Dog's first realistic game, all about adventure. About one guy named Drake goes on journeys to find treasure, hidden secrets, ruins, all that stuff. And you know what's funny? The only one I have not played is Uncharted 3. I have not played that one. These two I played back in the PS2, but not this one. So I gotta get to this one. So yeah, for those who love like the Uncharted series, especially like, you know, the ones for the PS3, this is actually a recommend, because if you love it, this one I recommend. Even though it's on the PS4 and so it says modern, but at least it's still good. But it's in better graphics. That's the only difference. But a better, probably run about, I would say. Let me see if I see it here. I don't think so. But I'm gonna take a guess that it runs on 1080p. So yeah, recommend. Next one is, oh boy, Hail to the King, baby! Duke Nukem 3D World Tour. This is actually supposed to be to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Duke Nukem 3D. That it's still one of the most popular first-person shooter games of all time when it first launched back in 1996. Actually, no, it says it right here. Probably like it's 1996. This is it. The only thing they added new to this, they actually added new levels. And that is actually fantastic. And they also added some audio to this. Actually, from the developers, we're talking about what they added and what's actually in this game. What can this stuff do? And I actually love that feature. And plus, the only thing they added is the textures a bit more better. It added better light effect too, actually. So I'm actually gonna do a review of this and a gameplay of this some point soon. But yeah, this is actually something I love, especially for those who retro games are out there that like to collect retro games. This is actually a recommend for your PS4. If you have not played Duke Nukem 3D, you don't know what you missed. Because this is actually, like I said, highly recommend to add to your collection for either remakes or remastered games. So, very recommend. Now next one is, this came out not too long ago. This came out about a few weeks ago, and that is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition. Now this is actually the best one to own to your collection, especially if you're a Street Fighter fan. This game actually includes Street Fighter, the original arcade version, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2, I don't know why, it said 2 again, I don't know why. But it also goes Street Fighter 2 Super... you know, does it say Hyper? I can't really see it very well because the text is too small for me to read, but... And it also goes Super Street Fighter 2, the new challenge, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and now we have the Alpha series, which is Alpha 1, 2, and 3, and Street Fighter 3 New Generation, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, Giant Attack, and finally Third Strike, Street Fighter 3. all from the 90s in one bundle. So like I said, if you love Street Fighter, and you especially like the old original ones, this is a recommend for you all, especially when you love Street Fighter. So I recommend this for all Street Fighter fans out there, especially the retro ones. So this is actually a really high recommend for you all. Very high recommend. And of course, this one is very, very close to my heart, and I always talk about this a lot. You'll hear me talk about it do either about other videos, or hear me talk about do my reviews, or I just make random videos. And that is the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This one, I was so hyped. I was with tears of joy when this game was first announced back in 2016. And after that, when we got the trailer, it was like my heart was beating so fast that I was so happy to see this beloved character come back. And now what I actually love about this even more is this. And for a lot of you may not know about this, but if you go to the options to the language, change your language to Japanese. And when you do that, it changes the game to English to Japanese, to it's a Japanese look. And I love the Japanese version of Crash Bandicoot because I actually like when you crash to Aku's boxes, he actually talks to you. He actually gives you advice. And this actually comes with like the remake of Crash 1, 2, and 3. Now the only difference is they added to this game is the relics. The relics were originally supposed to be in Crash Bandicoot 3, but they decided to add them to all the Crash Bandicoot series. Plus, Coco is actually playable for the first time, and that's something good to add to this to this remake. And that's what I actually love about remakes. Keep it how it is, but add something new to it. Same thing with remastered games. Like I said before, for the God of War, add like content or like scrap ideas or videos like that. Just to get something like a bonus for your for these remakes and HD remasters. So this is the most, when I say most, I mean highly recommend to add to your collection, especially if you love Crash Bandicoot so much. And you already know right now, I have like almost the complete PS1 trilogy. I don't own the PS2 trilogy. I didn't get that much into Crash at that time, but now I'm back into this series now. I'm just collecting Crash Bandicoot collection like crazy. I have a Crash Bandicoot figure in my room somewhere. I have it in a glass case. I have the Skylander figures. I don't have the Skylander game, but it's one of the figures. And as you can see right behind me, I have the complete pop figures ones. Now the only one I'm missing is Dr. Cortex. He's the only one I'm missing, so I need to get him. So again, very, very high recommend. It's modern look, but it's still considered as a retro because it's a remake of the original ones. So I highly recommend this. And finally, well, we're not there yet. We got one more game to go, but however, we got the God of War Trilogy. This actually includes God of War 1, 2, and 3. Now, I have 3, the remastered version, but I only have it downloadable to my PS4. But anyways, this is actually another good recommend to have in your collection. Now when you see this, it says it includes 5 full games. It actually means the ones with the PSP, but only downloadable. When I saw that, I was like, nah, I don't want nothing downloadable. I just wanted to have the official copy. So I'd rather just buy like the origin collection, and that's it. Have it on this. End of story. Because why would I want to go through all the trouble, download full games, and waste so much room on my console? So yeah, this actually includes, like I said before, God of War 1, 2, and 3. And it is a highly recommend, especially if you love the original God of Wars from the PS2. This is actually highly recommend because honestly, I like both, but I like the first one more than the second one. People are saying that the second one is more better than the first one. I can agree with that. But then again, if it wasn't for the first one, God of War would not be here. It would have succeed. So yeah, very high recommend for your collection. Now finally, the last one. And this one I was very, very happy to have in my collection. And that is the Rare Replay Collection. Now, this one is also a highly recommended to own to your collection. Now, when I first got my Xbox, now my Xbox One is used, so I can afford it more better. But when I first got that, this was actually the first game I got with it. And I'm pretty sure you remember from my unboxing video with the Xbox One. Like I said before, this was actually one of the first games I got for it. And I was so happy to have this because I'm a huge fan of Rare. They made such amazing games back in the early days, especially with the Donkey Kong the Donkey Kong Country series and Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Killer Instinct, and more you can ever imagine, and plus the Battletoads. And you have all that stuff in one game. But now the only thing different is it does not include the Donkey Kong Country series and Donkey Kong 64, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, it would have been cool if they actually did add that, but again, Nintendo owns Donkey Kong. If they really wanted to put this in the HD collection, Microsoft would have to pay, not just Microsoft, but also Rare. They would have to pay Nintendo a lot of money in order to get Donkey Kong in this collection. And it looks like they didn't do it, so they figured, you know what, forget that. Let's just put in what you guys want to put in. It includes 30 hit games in one epic collection, which includes the original Banjo-Kazooie series, and plus Conquer Battle Day, the original one, not the remastered version, but it would have been cool if they put the remake in this one too. And you have all of it, plus Perfect Dark Zero, all the old school games are all in one bundle. So this is actually a highly recommend for for those who retro games out there that love retro games and you love to play it in your modern console. This is a highly recommend. But also beware, Battletoads is hard. Not the arcade one, but the one that was released on the NES, hard. I still can't beat it even to this day. So yeah, guys. So pretty much, so far, everybody, this is all my pretty much all my remastered and remake HD collections. This is actually good to have, especially if you love retro games like me. These are all games I just showed you all now. I all recommend for all you, especially for those who are retro games. If you love all that stuff, this is all recommend. I mean, I'll leave a list of all these games down in the description below, so you all can look them up. So that way, for those who never played these games before, you don't know what you missed out from either from your childhood or from your teenager years. But now what I showed you all, this is all you should all get in your collection. As you can see now, I do have a lot of game collections, but I'm not going too crazy collecting a lot of video games. I just like to collect video games that I like. Just want to let you guys know about that. But so yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video because I actually wanted to do something like this for quite a while now. Also, pretty much so far, I will do a video showing all my collections of video games I have. Like I'm gonna go through one by one, like show all my PS1 collection, show all my PS2 collections, and show all my PS3 collections, and show all my PS4 collection. Like that. So guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you love retro games. Give it a big thumbs up. And show me down in the comments below and tell me what was your favorite childhood from your childhood game. Like I said, and I showed you just now. If there's another HD collection that I missed out on, please let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely check that out. So guys, this is John the Nightmare, and I'll see you all next video. Take it easy.